Once something captures your interest, you will investigate that shit like it's a federal case. I'm sorry. Can't believe this. Oh my god, hi YouTube. It's been such a long time. I know. I've been neglecting it. It's just like once you start getting into your TikTok bag, YouTube is so hard because TikTok is just so much quicker and easier. And it's just, I had the thought about, like, I just had a vision about my YouTube channel earlier this week and I just knew I had to see it through. So here I am. I don't want to ramble too much. So the video idea that I had today was that I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to tell me about myself. Me and ChatGPT are like this. Like, I discovered Chat in 2022. Ever since then, my life changed. Like, I love ChatGPT. I use it for literally everything you could think of. It's gotten to a point where I realize I'm like, okay, ChatGPT can't be like your entire brain. Like, you have to use your brain muscles sometimes. You know what I'm trying to say. So I just want to, like, I haven't actually, like, asked ChatGPT to, like, tell me about myself. I want to know if it's right. Let's see. I was like, okay, the first, oh my god. I asked ChatGPT to tell me about myself and, like, I asked it to generate questions and then answer the question. So really, this is like a video to get to know me. I feel like it's like a little bit more interesting than laying out a bunch of questions and answers. And like, ChatGPT is such a big part of my life, and Chat knows me so well. What are my biggest personality traits? I predict it's gonna say like analytical, self-aware, unserious. Some adjective of unserious. I'm like a perfectionist sometimes. Okay, let's see what it says. I'd say curious, independent, introspective, ambitious, creative, opinionated, playful, very observant, a little obsessive about figuring things out. Yeah. You seem like someone who doesn't really enjoy accepting the answer just because someone told you it's true. You want to understand it for yourself. Yeah, I'm really stubborn in that way. What do people notice about me first? Chad is going to say people notice, obviously, like, my physical appearance. Like, maybe because I have like a very specific aesthetic and I curate I'm like very, what is, like, focused on appearance. Let's see what it says. Probably your appearance and overall presence. Okay, I was right. You put a lot of thought into your hair, makeup, clothes, aesthetic, and how you present yourself, so I imagine people notice your visual style pretty quickly. But I think the second thing they notice is you are more intense and thoughtful than your appearance initially suggests. You give off a very put together, feminine, mysterious vibe, but then once you start talking, there's a lot going on upstairs. I mean, it's, yeah. Again, I would say that's accurate. I'm not shocked. What do you think I'm secretly good at? What is Chat gonna say? I think Chat is gonna say I'm secretly good at, ooh, reading people. That's what I think it's gonna say. Let's see what it says. Oh, reinventing yourself. You've demonstrated that you're willing to completely change your routines, your appearance, your career direction, your content, your mindset, and even the way you see yourself. That's very true. I'm not attached to anything, really. And I think you're also naturally good at creating a narrative around your life, which is actually a really useful skill for content creation because you can take an ordinary experience and turn it into a story. Ooh, I like that. I always knew I needed to be creative in some way. Like, if I'm not able to be creative in some way in my life at any given time, like, I actually go crazy. Number 5, what are some things about me that might surprise people? I think Chat is gonna say it might surprise people that what is Chat gonna say? I don't fucking know. I think people might be surprised by how analytical you are. Your aesthetic might my god, I can't see. Your aesthetic might make someone assume you're purely intuitive or go with the flow, but you're actually constantly analyzing patterns, questioning things, and trying to understand why things work the way they do. I'd also say you're more disciplined than people might initially assume. When you decide you want to change something about yourself, you can become extremely committed to it. Yeah. I didn't like I know this stuff, but like wait, you think that would surprise people? Is that not what I give? Okay. Number 6, what kind of lifestyle do you think fits me? Well, I think chat is going to say the lifestyle that fits me is something that's like flexible where I work for myself, like I'm in control of everything, every aspect, and I just have freedom, autonomy, and creativity. I think that's what it's going to say, something along those lines, because that's true. That's what I want. Is something with freedom, creativity, flexibility, and a strong aesthetic component. Okay. I don't think you'd thrive in a life where every day looks exactly the same and you're just following someone else's schedule. I don't. I've tried it. I don't thrive in that kind of environment. Like, I actually go crazy and insane. I'm happiest when you have room to decide, yes, what am I doing today? What am I creating? How do I want to look? Where do I want to go? What am I interested in right now? Yes. You seem much more naturally suited to a lifestyle where your personality is actually part of what you do. I love that. You know me so well, chat. Number 7, what do you think my biggest strengths are? I think chat is going to say the fact that I am disciplined and I'm such a like if I have a goal, if I want something, I'm going to get it. Like there's no doubt. Self-awareness and adaptability. You're willing to look at yourself and ask, okay, why am I doing this? Is this actually who I want to be? And once you've decided something isn't working anymore, you're capable of making pretty significant changes. I'd also put persistence up there. You may change directions, but you don't seem to easily abandon something you genuinely care about. I agree with that. Chat, you're the best. Also, I'm using my laptop from 2004 because I broke my other phone sometime last year. And it's honestly been so like it's really hard to do like content in like social media when you don't have two phones. What do you think my biggest weaknesses are? Oh god. Yeah. I already know chat is going to read me, but I think it's probably going to say because I like overthink too much sometimes. Like sometimes I try to figure things out that don't need to be figured out. Like I need to just I think it's going to say something like that. Let's see what it says. It says, okay, this is where I'm going to read you a little. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think you can overthink something to death. That's literally what I just said. Okay, does this mean I'm like, yeah. Your brain likes answers, it likes patterns, it likes certainty. So sometimes you can keep analyzing something long after you've already gathered enough information to make a decision. Yeah. And because you're so focused on becoming your ideal self, I think you can occasionally put unnecessary pressure on yourself to make the perfect choice instead of simply making a choice and allowing yourself to adjust later. Yeah, that's so true. But that's something I've been consciously working on lately. So I think I'll be good. Like, I think I'll be set soon. And what kind of person do you think I'd be friends with? I'm just gonna like read these now because I'm tired of thinking. What kind of person do you think I'd be friends with? It says someone who's interesting, open-minded, funny, and comfortable being themselves. Yeah, that's true. And like all the friends that I have are like that, especially like my close friends. I don't think you'd enjoy someone who's extremely rigid or judgmental. That's so accurate. I was literally just thinking the other day, I'm like, I could never be friends with someone that is too serious. Like, why are you taking everything so seriously? It says you'd probably gravitate toward people who have their own personality and aren't afraid to be a little weird or unconventional. Yeah. And I suspect you need a friendship where you can go from having a completely unserious conversation to suddenly talking about some extremely specific philosophical question for 2 hours. That's true. And that's exactly how the conversations with my sister go all the time. Like, you know how people are like, I wish we had a camera like set up 24/7. Like our life was a reality show. If me, my sister, and TJ had a camera following us whenever we do things, oh my god, I'm convinced it would do numbers. And I'm not just saying that, like, because we have the craziest shit happen to us all the time. And because everyone is so funny, like, and unserious, it's just so fun. What assumptions would you make about me based on my social media? Yeah, chat, what would you say? I'd probably assume you're confident, appearance conscious, social creative, and maybe a little intimidating, but I would not necessarily assume how analytical you actually are. Your social media probably communicates a much more polished, confident version of you than someone would get from having a 2-hour conversation with you. Wow. I don't know why lately I've been referring to everything in video game terms, like everything in real life. Like, I'm gonna spawn in over here. I'm gonna customize my character, so I'm gonna change my outfit. Like, I've been doing that so much lately. I don't know why. It just feels right. Okay, let's just do this last one. What are 5 things about me that are painfully obvious to you? Because then I'd give you things like you care a lot about aesthetics. You have an analytical brain disguised as an intuitive one. You love reinventing yourself. You're extremely curious about why things happen. Once something captures your interest, you will investigate that shit like it's a federal case. I'm sorry. I can't believe this. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Just, if you don't look at it, it doesn't exist. That was actually really fun and interesting. And even though I already knew, like, that was like a lot of that stuff wasn't a shock to me, but some of it was like I didn't know. Like, I know how what I give on social media, but I don't know. I guess I don't really talk much anywhere, so you can't really get my whole personality. But anyway, well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you watched till the end, stay tuned for more videos because I really am locking in. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.